Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Kelly Sucks at Gaming. My name is Kelly and I suck at gaming. Please excuse my sicky voice. I have been sick for the last week and a half. It was not COVID, thank goodness. If you can get vaccinated, please go get vaccinated. There's your PSA. I wanted to speak today about my 5 least favorite monsters in Monster Hunter. In the whole series. My last video was the 5 favorite monsters of the whole series. So today we are talking about my least favorite because you can't have favorites without least favorites, right? If that makes any sense. So I have a list here. I think 1 or 2 might be totally expected, but I think a few others might be unexpected. So I guess let's get started. This is in no particular order, just like the last one. So my first least favorite monster on this list of 5 is Jip Saros. I hate Jip Saros. I hate him with a passion. He is a stupid rubber chicken with a flashy head, stupid poison, and dumbass rubber band tail. Everything about him is terrible. I hate that he flashes. I hate that he does that stupid chicken run that Yankuku also does, although it's cute when Yankuku does it, when he's like doing his little derpy chicken run and he's spitting fire out, but then Jip Saros does it and just looks stupid and he's spitting stupid fucking poison out. And then when he does those tail swipes and his rubber chicken tail becomes like a rubber, like, it extends to 8,000 times longer than it was, and it hits you clear across the arena. He's annoying. He's annoying in every way, and he's not even good at playing dead. Like, okay, and this might not be more about his design. This might be more about how the game developers made it work, if that makes sense. So when he plays dead, it's like, obviously he's not dead. Especially if it's a quest in order to hunt Jip Saros, because you don't get like the quest kill screen, you don't get, the fanfare music that you've completed the quest. You don't get any of that. So it's like obvious that he's not dead. So you just continue to wallop on him. So it's an interesting mechanic, but it's just implemented badly to the point that it's like, when is this ever going to, get anybody to think he's dead? Like, when is this gonna work? But he's just so annoying. I despise him, and that's even as a bow user. I played bow in the old games and I still struggled with him even from range. Like, if that's not telling me something, that he is just the awfulest thing to have ever existed, then I mean, what else can I say? So that was my first one. My second, in no particular order, least favorite monster is not a large monster. No, not a large monster at all. It's Bullfango. But it's old Bullfango. So Bullfango came back in Rise, and honestly, they could easily just not even exist in Rise because they don't bother you at all. They're not a nuisance. They're not there to fuck your world up when you're trying to fight the large monster. In the old games, they were constantly knocking you down, getting you out of the way, putting you into a position where you're gonna get hit by the large monster and get wombo comboed. Like, they were always there to fuck your day up. And in Rise, they're just not. I forget that they even exist, honestly. I forget that they're even there. And even in just like running through the area in the Shrine Ruins in Rise, but yeah, they don't even like aggro on you when you're running through and try to like bowl you over. Like, that was their whole point, is they try to bowl you over. And they don't do it. Well, yes, I'm like happy that they're not a huge ass nuisance. I'm a little upset that they're not a huge ass nuisance. Like, you can't have it both ways, Kelly, but I certainly want it both ways. I want to be annoyed, but I don't want to be annoyed at the same time. And our third monster is actually along the same vein as Bullfango, because it's Konchu. And it's for the same reason. God, all I can think about with Konchu, not Yankaku eating them and then spitting them back out. No, it's in that area of the ancient steppe where it's like super vertical. I don't remember what number zone it is, but it's that area where you just have these huge ledge platforms and they're super tall, and to get from like the bottom to the top, it takes years, it feels like, to climb. And I know Gormagala goes there a lot, and I know sometimes Tigrex goes there when you fight him. Otherwise, but there's Konchu in there. And oh my god, if they have not knocked me off those ledges so many freaking times while I'm trying to find a monster, and I have to climb my way all the way back up, and then when I'm almost all the way back up, the large monster then jumps down to follow you, and you play this stupid cat and mouse game with the large monster where you're trying to like either bait them down or up to you, and then finally you wait like a few minutes and they won't move, so you start to chase them, and then they try to chase you and they either jump down or jump up, and it's terrible. And the Konchus are the instigators. I'm getting angry about Konchu. But they are. The Konchus are the instigators because they're the ones who originally will knock you off of one of those ledges and start that whole stupid cycle. They're terrible. They're terrible. Oh, but I miss them. I still miss them. And I miss, because they always, for whatever reason, I don't know why, and I have no idea if like within the lore there's any ecological connection between them, but for whatever reason I always imagined that they're little Najarala babies. Because they fall, I mean, they're like wormy, like Najarala's a snake and the Konchu can look a little bit wormy. I know they have like little legs underneath and everything, and they're more based around like a pill bug, but I don't know. And something about their like fan head that they have reminds me of like the frills on Najarala. I don't know. Don't question. Ow, I just scratched myself. Don't question why I think the way that I think. I just think the way that I think. God, it's so stupid when you like crack yourself up and make yourself laugh. So my first was Jip Saros. My second and third, Bullfango and Konchu. Yeah, not even large monsters. They're just small monsters that are just a nuisance in the old games particularly. And I love them and I hate them at the same time. I think I hate them more than I love them, if I'm honest. I have to. They're on my least favorite monsters list. I have to hate them more than I love them. Number 4. And this might actually come as a surprise because I think this monster is actually quite popular because he continues to show up in every single game, and it's Diablos. I don't like Diablos. He's annoying. Or she, I don't know. Black Diablos falls into that too. Bloodbath is pretty cool. Bloodbath is cool, and I think they did a decent job with getting like the whole spiritual successor into Rise with the Apex Diablos. I do think that's pretty cool. But regular Diablos is just annoying. I hate the diggy. I hate the big horns. I hate the club tail. His roar is just... I don't know. Something about it, and I think it's just because I've heard it so much over the years now, that it's just like, I hear it and I just like, shut up. You know, like you're just like, shut up, I'm done with you. The stupid hitboxes on the horns before you break them is just ridiculous. It extends like 800 feet out in front of him where clearly his horns shouldn't hit you, but they do. And that's terrible, and I hate that. I hate his diggy, especially Black Diablos and Apex or Bloodbath. I hate, even though I like Bloodbath, I still hate the diggy. I hate that so much. Especially if you don't have like quick sheath on your set, then you're like stuck sitting there trying to put your weapon away, and you're like, I gotta start running so I can Superman dive so I can get out of the way. And then, you know, inevitably he digs faster than you can even get your weapon away. So by the time you finally got your weapon away, you're starting to run, but you haven't run long enough in order to Superman dive, and then he hits you when he like flies out of the ground. And it also really doesn't make sense, but on like the same vein, that means like Nibblesnarf doesn't make sense. But like I didn't put Nibblesnarf on here because I hardly ever fought him. I didn't enjoy him either, if I'm honest. But I don't like Diablos because they keep bringing Diablos back. And I'm like, but why? But why? Where's Monoblos? Why don't we ever see him anymore? Why is it always Diablos? Is this like some weird, like, we like two better than one, you know? Essentially what it is, Diablos is just a Monoblos but with two horns. I mean, yes, they are different, but it's weird. They keep bringing him back, and I'm like, is it just because he's kind of like a desert staple monster? Like, there's plenty of others you could bring back. You don't have to keep bringing, like, Diablos is just in every game, and I don't know, I'm just kind of sick and tired of him. I'm sick and tired of him. He's in every game. He's annoying. I don't like the digging. I don't like his stupid horns. I don't like his stupid club tail. End of story. Gosh, this video is going to be so much shorter than my favorite monster videos, just because like these monsters irritate me so much that like I can't sit here and talk about them for longer than a few minutes at a time, because they're just, they get me riled up. As you can tell, like this has gotten me just so irritated and riled up, and I'm just like, I just hate them. I just don't want to. What even is this? All right, so this one is probably not a surprise in the least, but it's Lunastra. Yup. Blue Toaster. Blue Toaster takes the cake for me. I am really happy with how they redesigned her in World for the most part. I'm glad they did distinguish her from Tiestra. Toaster. I call him Toaster all the time. That saying Tiestra just sounds weird. Tiestra, Toaster. It's always going to be Toaster. It's just always going to be Toaster. I can't call him anything else. But I am glad that they redesigned her. I'm glad that they did not just make her a recolor of Toaster. I'm glad that they gave her her own moveset, her own distinguished, I am a different monster from him. Yes, I am his counterpart. I am his partner, but I am different. I have my own set of moves. But Jesus, if that supernova is not stupid as fuck. Like, okay, I'm more upset that if you have heat guard as well as a cool drink, that it still will kill you in one blow if you do not do some sort of healing or Superman dives or don't get out of the area or what, you know, you don't have something boosting you and protecting you during her supernova. Even if you have those two skills, the heat guard and the cool drink, that is what I think pisses me off the most. Like, yes, then that means that everybody could have a way to completely counteract, but it's like, okay, what if, if you have, say, the, in World, if you have the, oh my God, what's it called? Why can't I remember what it's called? It's been so long. So I've been replaying Monster Hunter World on PC because I played originally on PS4, and we have friends who play on PC, and so we decided to start over and play with them, and it's been a lot of fun. But we're still in like base world. We just got into high rank, and so we haven't unlocked, what is it? Temporal Mantle. That's what I was trying to think of. If you have the Temporal Mantle on during her supernova, you know how you'll just basically use it up by using your free dodges, but no, so you have that on and you use it up, and you know, you get the free dodges so you don't take as much. Or if you have like your health booster down, or if you have your protection mantle, I can't remember what that one is called, the health mantle, that one, you know, but yeah, if you have any of that, then you take less damage from it, enough to save you essentially from a one-shot death, one-hit KO, even though it's like take damage. This is rambly, and I know it is, and I'm sorry, and I hate it, but it's just, I think wearing the armor that has heat guard, or having a jewel that has heat guard plus a cool drink should do half the damage that it normally does. Hands down, that's what I think it should do. I think it's unfair that if you have prepared yourself that much for this fight, that you can still get one shot by her stupid supernova. I think that is ridiculous. I think that is a stupid ass mechanic, and I wish they would have changed it. I wish they would have changed it. Like, Monster Hunter is all about preparing for the fight. And by having, you know, specifically an armor set made for her, as well as bringing cool drinks and drinking them, even when she's in a locale that doesn't require cool drinks, like Wildspire Waste, like, it's ridiculous to me that you can prepare that much and then still get destroyed by her supernova. That's just ridiculous to me. And that's why I hate her. I hate her because that supernova is just so OP, and it's stupid. It's stupid. Everything else about her fight I think is fair. I like how the tall flames that she puts on the ground can block the projectiles, like from the bow guns and the bow. I think that's really cool. I think it also might block your shot from like your Kinsect shot. I think I haven't tested that. I might have to test that when we get into the Elder Dragons and open her up. I might have to test that. But I like that mechanic. I like that using a water weapon can put those flames out. I like her otherwise. I don't like her extendo tail. She has the same problem as Jip Saros does with the extendo tail when she does her tail swipes. But it's just that stupid supernova that is just... That's what I hate so much about her fight, is that stupid supernova. And God, if I have not gotten so many quest fails because of that. Whether I'm playing by myself or I'm playing with people I know or I'm playing with randos, every time quest fail because of that stupid supernova. And that's where I'm going to leave it. With my rant about Lunastra's supernova. It's terrible and I hate it. And I hate these 5 monsters. I hate them so much. I'd be fine if they never came back, honestly. I would be fine if they ceased to exist within the Monster Hunter world. And they never ever brought them back. But I am excited for Sunbreak, and I'm excited to see who they bring back. I know they announced Shogun Sanitar, and I'm really excited that they're bringing the crabs back. Yeah, I'm going to stop my ramblings here. I'm going to let you digest everything that I said, even if you don't digest it or whatever. I'll make you stop listening to my sicky voice. I'm so sorry for that again. I hope y'all have a great day. I'm excited for new Animal Crossing update. I'm excited for the new amiibo cards. Be looking forward to stuff like that when that drops on November 5th. I'm so excited. I haven't picked up Animal Crossing in months, if I'm honest, but I'm super excited. I have a lot of ideas for new content. I just really don't have the time to record much of anything, so that's why things are really slow, but trust me, stuff's coming out. I appreciate everybody who watches, everybody who subscribes, everybody who comments. Let me know if you agree with my least favorite monsters or my most favorite monsters from Monster Hunter series. Let me know how excited you are about the Animal Crossing update. Let me know what new villagers you are most excited to see in the game. Let me know what new content you're excited for. And I guess I will see you all in the next one. Bye!